Let's talk to Dr. Ashley Frawley, who's a senior lecturer in sociology at Swansea University. Hello, Ashley.
Hi, thanks for having me.
Good to have you. Are you pro-smacking?
I'm pro leaving parents to decide how they want to discipline their children. If that involves smacking, then I support that.
Right, okay, so you are pro-smacking?
I suppose so.
Yeah, suppose so. And what's your stance on this?
I think that this is really a dangerous intrusion into family life. These people have the people who want to ban smacking have a very particular idea about how children should be raised. And it's not just smacking, it's what smacking symbolizes, which is an authoritative parenting style, which they disagree with. And what's more, they're trying to use the law to force people to adopt those parenting styles.
Smacking is banned in other countries, of course. What's the problem for you if it's banned in Wales? It's all about parental right.
So there are a few countries that have banned smacking, and in many cases this is something that's been forcibly imposed by outsiders. So poorer countries, as a condition of receiving loans, have been forced to take on these laws. They've been very they've been criticized and very unpopular in many countries. So, for example, New Zealand banned smacking in 2007, and a referendum in 2009 in which 87% of the population wanted to go back to the way things were. It was completely ignored. And campaigners say that parents won't be criminalized. There hasn't been a rise in the countries that have banned smacking. There absolutely has been a rise of prosecutions and investigations in countries in which it's been banned. So, for example, in New Zealand, in the first 5 years of the ban, police investigated 578 allegations of smacking. So that's 578 families that were dragged through the legal system for things that would have formerly been considered really mundane aspects of family life. I mean, these people actually think it's better to drag families through the legal system than it is to give a child a slap on the wrist. I mean, it's really disproportionate.
Do you have children, Ashley?
I do, yes. I have a 1-year-old daughter.
1-year-old daughter. Ever been tempted to smack your 1-year-old daughter? Has she ever been naughty?
No, she's very, very young, but when the time comes, I would like to think that is a decision that will be best left to me. I'm already really, really worried about this tendency for a whole class of experts and busybodies to tell me how I should raise my child, and I'm really worried, in public, the kinds of things that I do. Oh, is it okay if I breastfeed? Is it okay if I formula feed? There are already so many people who just want to stick their hands in this relationship, and it really degrades what is, a very messy and joyful experience, and it turns it into a series of techniques.
But with the greatest respect, though, Ashley, isn't that a separate argument? Whether you can breastfeed in public, and there are many people out there of a generation who don't like seeing that, that's an entirely different argument to giving your child a whack in the supermarket.
It's part of the same thrust, actually. There's an increasing tendency to intrude into family life and to tell people how they ought to raise their children. And there's this idea that, we can't reason with people. We can't tell people how they should do things. We should use the law to enforce those opinions. So the same sorts of people that want to ban smacking are the same sorts of people that want to make, formula feeding or formula available only on prescription and things like that. So there's this idea that, we know the best way to raise children, and you people are just a little bit thick, and you can't be reasoned with. So we're going to legislate that you act in the ways that we feel is appropriate.